from South Africa originally. I've been in the United Kingdom for 2 years now, and I've been invited to this wonderful conference. It's been absolutely inspiring to listen to the speakers, so inspirational to see where they've come from and what they've done to better Africa. So I'm completely inspired, and it's an absolute inspiration to see what women who've come from where they have do as much as what they have. So really appreciative, and thank you so much for the invitation.
My name's Bola Bakare, and it's been fantastic being here for the short time that I have been here. I've listened to Sylvie and Mbeki, and they've been really inspirational, encouraging us as to how we move forward with our passion, our vision, our dreams. So I just want to say thank you very much. I hope the rest of the day will go fantastically well, and thanks very much, guys, for putting this together.
But you need to have some type of plan, because once you do your plan, then you can actually forecast what you want your figures to look like, and then you say, okay, this is how much I want to gain within the next year, and how am I going to do that? So it's about the planning, the forward planning, getting the right advice, making sure you've got the right resources, the finance, and all of those as well. So it's
very excited to hear from Rocky, who's going to talk about African Fashion Week in London. Hello.
So for me, I looked at it as a wonderful opportunity, because though I go to a top fashion school, the African students are not really well represented. It's a very small percentage of students there that are African or of African origins. And because I'm personally passionate about African fashion, and wherever I go, any chance I get, I like to wear my, the print. Represent the motherland.
Come on, give me a high five, you're having a good time. Oh, my passionate? Excellent. Well, who's been inspired today? Who's been inspired and they're on their way to make it a success? Who is not sure? I would like to give away 2 books. Now, these books have helped me become who I am today. This book is written by my business mentor, Steve Bolton, and he taught me property investments. And the book is the 7 biggest mistakes made by property investors and how you can avoid them. Who in here wants to be a property investor and make some serious cash? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to pick on you. You come and have the book. And somebody else. And who is a student? A student that is studying business? Not sure? Okay, student looking for some sort of, okay.
Finished last year.
Oh, it's okay. You ain't like category. No. Business? Now I believe all of you women in this room, how many of you are from Africa? Okay, almost everybody, right? Or maybe even of any ethnic African or Asian background. I know all of you have a story to tell. So do I. But there's something else that sets me different from yourselves today, is because I went on a little bit further. And me standing in front of you today so I can inspire you so that one day it could be you standing in my position, not to impress people, but to encourage people, inspire something in them, so you ignite a fire within them that says, do you know what, I want to make a difference in my community. I want to make a difference back at home. I want to make a difference actually here in the UK. So,
I think your question is very critical, because things that bring women
things are happening in the home, as I said, and we ought to know what behavior to apply in what situations. I do a lot of training of women on behavior. What can you do at any particular time? But what also I'm seeing is that lack of exposure to boys who were socialized during those days when patriarchy is the only institution. I think we ought to work a little bit harder. We have got men like Washington here. We have got men who are as lovely as my own Ivy. He is an engineer from Zimbabwe. He's amazing. I don't think there's any other men like him.
Thank you very much. We've tried to feature as many of our partners or people who've notified us of what they're doing. As part of the work that we do, we're genuinely committed to promoting what's going on in the African community. And we're very impressed with the African Fashion Week in London. And we featured them, and thank you so much to Ronke for coming through with your team to tell us about it. Thank you. Right. Right. I just want to, for 1 minute, just tell you a little bit about the AOE. I've had a few questions. What the AOE does. We've been around since 2006. We've been particularly active in lobbying government. We did a lot of work with the Labour government, Lord Mandelson, in the business department, Lord Davies, a few others. In the current administration, we've been very active there as well. Some of the work we've done was to advise the Minister for Africa before he took his first trip to Africa. We're particularly active now with UK Trade and Invest, with the Department for Business Innovation and Skills, the Home Office, the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. Today we're actually supposed to have a vote of thanks forward from the Right Honourable Theresa May, but unfortunately all the scandals that were happening in the press meant getting everybody involved, getting the speakers, Caroline, everybody wasn't easy. I know the ladies are very busy, but they sacrificed their time to be here because women in business is a very important initiative, not only for African women, but for all women in the UK. Within the Association for African-Owned Enterprises, we're very particular about African women and the voice that African women need to have in the UK economy. She mentioned that if women entrepreneurs in the UK could be half as active as women entrepreneurs, and if we could raise, I think we all have it in there, but it comes down to if we can raise entrepreneurism within within women in the UK, as it is in America, it will change the economy over here. African entrepreneurs contributed over 10 billion to the UK economy in 2009, 2010. There's over 5.5 million Africans in the UK. And that's a large number, so much so that we've begun to call ourselves now the 55th state of Africa. There's so many of us that we actually constitute a small country.